Late in the winter of my 17th year, my mother decided that I was depressed, presumably because I rarely left the house, spent quite a lot of time in bed, read the same book over and over, ate infrequently, and devoted quite a bit of time to thinking about death. Whenever you read a cancer booklet or website or whatever, they always list depression among the side effects of cancer. But in fact, depression is not a side effect of cancer. Depression is a side effect of dying. Cancer is also a side effect of dying. Almost everything is, really. My mom believed my meds should be adjusted and also that I should attend a weekly support group. The support group, of course, was depressing as hell. What?
Nothing.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're beautiful, and I enjoy looking at beautiful people. And I decided long ago not to deny myself the simple pleasures of existence.
I'm not beautiful.
Don't tell me you're one of those people who become their disease.
Well, I like reading.
What do you read?
Everything from hideous romance to poetry.
Do you write poetry too?
No, I don't write.
There, Hazel Grace, you're the only teenager in America who prefers reading poetry to writing it. This tells me so much. You read a lot of capital G great books, don't you?
I guess.
What's your favorite?
My favorite book is probably an imperial fiction.
Does it feature zombies?
No.
Stormtroopers?
It's not that kind of book.
I'm going to read this boring book with a horrible title that does not contain stormtroopers. All I ask you is to read this book. Do you have a wish?
He was referring to this organization, the Genie Foundation, which is in the business of granting sick kids one wish. No, I used my wish pre-miracle.
What'd you do?
I was 13.
Not Disney. You did not go to Disney. Hazel Grace, you did not go to Disney. Your last dying wish was not to go to Disney with your parents.
Also, Epcot Center.
Oh my God, I can't believe I have a crush on a girl with such cliche wishes. Maybe you'll realize that your true wish is to go to Amsterdam and meet the famous Peter Van Houten.
Really?
Now, I'm not going to give you my wish or anything, but I do have an interest to meet this Peter Van Houten too myself. And it wouldn't make sense to go without the girl that introduced me to the book.
It definitely wouldn't.
So I talked to the genies about it, and they're in total agreement. We leave May 7th.
Augustus, really? Augustus, you don't have to do this.
Sure do. I found my wish.
You're the best.
I bet you say that to all the boys who finance our international travel.
Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all
Yeah, I guess.
Hazel, what's wrong?
She's Twitter painted.
I am not in love with Gus, and I am not in love with anyone. I'm a grenade, okay? And eventually, I'm going to just blow up, and I'd like to minimize the casualties, okay? I can't help from hurting you, though. I just want to stay away from people. I want to stay in my room and read my books, and I'm not depressed. I'm fine.
I am in love with you, and I know it's a shout into the void, but oblivion is inevitable, and we are all doomed.
Yeah.
And that there will come a day when our work is returned to dust, and the sun will swallow the only earth will ever have. I am in love with you. Hazel Grace, you are gorgeous.
I feel undressed.
Augustus, you look extremely handsome.
Thank you, man. I lit up like a Christmas tree, Hazel Grace.
Oh my God, Augustus, we need to get you to the hospital.
No, just fix it.
I can't!
I just wanted more cigarettes. I wanted to get them myself. Please don't call. I'll never forgive you if you do.
Sorry, sweetie. Gus?
Sweetie, this isn't Gus.
Hello, New York, and welcome to The Taylor Show. With us today, we have the cast of The Fault in Our Stars, Elena Simpson, who played Hazel Grace, and Brock Zockro, who played Augustus Waters. Let's hear it for the cast of The Fault in Our Stars. Hello. Okay, the first question is for Elena. Assuming that you have read the books, why do you think that this book should be taught in high schools?
Cancer is a big problem for society nowadays, and the book puts you right in the shoes of someone who has cancer, even if they're already in remission.
Very true. I read the book and I agree. Brock, what about you? Do you think this book would bore the students in any way?
The story catches you in the first 10 pages of the book. It's not a misconception of a teenage life. Like in the actual story, Hazel, she has to go through high school and learn how to make friends. He writes for the youth instead of to them.
Taylor Witherite, who is a mystery girl named Caroline. So Taylor, there have been reports that the book should probably not be taught in high school settings. Do you agree with this?
No, I think it should be taught in high school.
Why do you think that?
Some may disagree because of the language, sexual content, and vandalism included in the book, but students are already exposed to that 10 times more in high school.
What high school courses do you think could teach this book?
I think it could be taught in health, in English, and in science.
Well, there you have it, folks. The cast of The Fault in Our Stars joined us here today on The Taylor Show. Thank you all for coming.
Down, 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 down. Guess who's back, back again, yeah. Shady's back, tell a friend. Now everyone report to the dance floor, to the dance floor, to the dance floor. Now everyone report to the dance floor. All right, stop.
As NPR Org said, as an what kind of education do you need to be an actor?
None at all.
You're not supposed to laugh.
And they're in it right now. Pardon, can you not be standing up there right now?
The simple pleasure.
Deny myself the simple pleasures
Of existence.
Homeless people live there.
You guys like them cards that let you come out here? You guys like them cards that make you come out here?
Guys, do you think I'll break? You can stay out and not come in here, please.
Millennial Natty will leave.